Hey, everybody, and welcome back to our final part of Dicing with Death today. The
Whew.
RNGesus is in our favor, or Ryan's favor at least.
Yep. Praise our in Jesus.
Yeah. So what do you do? You've got a dead Mama Yeti who's like slumped back. No,
Mommy
not a
Yeti's
dead.
not
I'm
dead.
sorry.
Mommy,
An escaped Mama Yeti and a dead, mostly dead Rockbreaker who is
but,
far too heavy to carry out of here
but he's
by
stable.
pure strength.
He's stable. I can leave him here for at least a few hours while I run back to town.
Okay. Is that what you do?
And that's what I'm gonna do. So let's see if I can actually get out of this drastic cavern. +7. Not on my first try. Thank goodness there's no penalty for scrambling.
Yeah.
All right. I eventually claw my way up this steep, slick corkscrew, lighting my way with my flaming sword.
Okay. You make your way out eventually.
I grab my lantern on the way.
Your
And
lantern has gone out, but it is still there.
all right, it's still got oil in it. It's just like the flame
Yeah,
got
it's just the
enough.
angle of it. The there was too much wick burning for not enough oil getting to it, so the wick has like burnt off and just
Yeah,
fizzled out. You can just pull
I'll
out the wick a little bit more, and it'll be fine.
I'll fix it once I'm the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna, as soon as I'm off like the slick section, I'm gonna start running
Okay.
and probably run the whole way back to town. I'm
All right.
pretty shaken up.
Well, let's see how it goes. You've got the lantern lit or a sword lit, so you can see the path. Otherwise, you're going to be walking in the dark. That
Both.
you need light
It's
to
not
see
dark
the
out. It's just a thick forest.
I mean, thick forest with snow over the top, so
Yeah.
it's very, very dark.
Yeah. So I'll get my lantern fixed and probably have both.
Okay.
Yeah, I've got the sword in one hand, quarterstaff, and lantern in the other.
Okay. As you're, running through the snow, trying to make it back to town, you're limping a little bit from the gash on you, and you've just been
Yeah,
tired and
I'll take a
exhausted. And
glance
you've
over
been,
my shoulder and see if I'm being followed at this point.
but you do see at a certain point one of those spinny ice crystals is whirling, tilted towards you,
I
spinning after
run.
you as you
I
trudge through the
run.
snow.
No. Is it?
It is faster than you.
I
Because
guess I'll.
you're encumbered slightly, or you're not encumbered, but you're going through difficult terrain, and
Yeah.
it hovers above the
I'm gonna
snow.
try and hide behind a tree.
Okay,
So what do we do
so
on initiative or what?
um, if you're just going to take a hide action, you can go first because you're already ahead of it. If you were going to make an attack, I would make you roll initiative. So you duck behind a tree as it comes at you, and it goes and spins past you in a flurry, picking up snow as it goes. And after it slows down after 30 feet and hovers.
I run perpendicular with the rest of it whenever it's done moving, and like whenever I get to move again, or however you do
Okay,
it.
and it you start running, and it pauses. You glance over your shoulder, and then it tilts towards you and makes another attack at you.
Fuck. I'm gonna try the same thing, diving behind a tree as soon as I see it turn towards me.
Not a problem. This thing, fucking come here. This thing whirls past you again. It seems to be not too accurate with its attacks, but you're also, dodging pretty well. What do you do?
Um, I'm trying to escape, so I'm gonna like see if I can hide behind trees and like if I can make a
Okay, so you're just
more
gonna keep like
tactical retreat.
zigzagging, and trying
Yeah,
to hide and
yeah.
go
I
forward.
want nothing to do with this thing.
Okay. Um, all right. After another 4 or 5 passes that it makes at you, each of which misses, the creature seems to either lose interest or get disheartened, or just gets lost and eventually just passes you and keeps going.
All right.
Um, and you trudge back. You find the trail again and make your way back through the snow. Eventually, you break out into the open field near the farm.
Mm-hmm.
And you see out there the collection
I
of 3
sheathe my
farmers,
sword before I
along with their
approach.
wives and a couple other onlookers, eagerly like looking out into the
All right. I
forest.
come running out.
Okay.
A little bit
They gasp
flustered.
and point, and they run towards the edge of the forest to meet you. What happened? Where's the dwarf? Where's my sons?
I haven't found your sons, but we found the cave. Dwarf's not good. Not good. He's still alive, but he's down. We killed two, but
Oh my god.
we found the brood mother. She's wounded badly. I look around to the farm.
Why didn't you finish her off?
Do any of the farmers look like youngish men?
You got some guys in their 40s.
We need to while she's still wounded. I say, pitchforks, anything you got. I'm gonna run to town and see who I can rouse. And
They
I
exchange
run
nervous
towards-
glances as you depart.
Is it like
Where do you
middle
go
of
in
the day,
town?
mid-afternoon?
It's been, I guess you ran back, so 3 + 1 + 2. It's been 5 hours, and if you left at like 8 in the morning, it's like 2 in the afternoon
Okay.
or 1 in the afternoon.
I'm probably gonna run raving through the streets like a madman, shouting that I found the Yeti's lair and wounded their brood mother, and that I'm probably just addressing the town, being like, "Get your pitchforks, get your torches lit. I found the snow bear's den."
All right, so a
If
couple
that
of
has
people
any-
pop out into the streets, like, "What's going on?" Blah blah blah, and pretty soon you have
If
a
any-
sizable crowd of 50 or so people gathered around you.
Right. So I continue repeating what I mean. I'm like, yeah, I've tracked
me-
the snow bears to their lair and slain two, and I don't know, again produce the snow bear claws, and those are from yesterday. But anyways, you want a charisma check?
Give me a charisma check to see if you can rally the people to your cause.
Oh, charisma 9. I'm not the most likable fella. That smell kind of funny.
People seem suspicious of your words and suspicious of your capabilities of leadership. You get a lot of looks, and you can overhear some people being like, "He's just a little kid. The fuck does he know?"
All right.
There seems to be doubt as of to your capabilities to actually lead this expedition.
Yeah. When doubt is expressed, I say, I pull out a gold coin and I say 1 gold for every sword who comes with me. Sword,
Eyes perk up.
no pitchforks.
I got a spear. Will that work?
I flick the gold coin at him and I say, "Grab it. You got 5
He
minutes."
hurries off to grab his spear,
So
and
I give him the gold, hoping that will incite others.
a few others also go off and grab their weapons.
How many gold coins do I shell out?
You need to shell out 3 more, and pretty soon you have a small brigade of four young lads.
With
You're
gold in their
looking at
pocket.
these guys. It looks like one of them's 15, another's 16, one's 18, and one's like early 20s, maybe 23.
Mm-hmm.
You know, they're pretty young.
All right. I get my lantern lit and I usher them quickly to the edge of town.
Okay. You make it back to where the farmers are, and they see you coming with, a bunch of guys that have spears. One of them has an old, like a wood axe.
Are we able to wrangle up any torches for offhands?
If you ask the farmers, they bring you a couple of torches.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Each torch will only burn for 10 minutes, though. So you
Oh,
have
really?
I don't know, 2
Okay,
torches
so we'll
for each
light
person.
them before we go in the cave. All right. And yes, I guess we go past the farmers on the outside of town.
Okay.
Did they have any reaction?
They decline to join you. They each have like, "Oh, I would go, but my knee in the cold. I limp. I can't make it. Oh, I threw out my back yesterday. I would love to come with." They all have a convenient excuse as to why they can't make it. That sounds fairly legit.
Yeah.
Go ahead. No, actually, go ahead.
I was going to ask how old these kids are, or if anything notable about them.
14, 15, 17, 21.
Okay, so they're pretty young.
Yeah.
Actually, 21 is older than me. Maybe he should be leading this expedition. Fenric is only 20.
Yeah.
All right. So
They
my
ask you
general,
your name and all sorts of questions along the way about like
I
what
tell
they look
them,
like, blah blah
yeah,
blah.
I tell them my name. I ramble about the creatures, their vivid descriptions of their, yeah, their white fur and their black skin beneath, blood red eyes and sinister claws, and how the mother's 12 feet tall, but I stuck her good with my blade, and yeah. So I regale them with tales, try and get them pumped as best I can, although I'm not that charismatic.
Mhm.
And the general marching order, I want to be in the midst of them, but make sure someone's in front of me. And I want to be subtle about setting it up that way, if that makes sense. So I want them to feel like I'm charging in amongst their ranks, and like I'm trying to like lead the party, but I also want to have someone in front of me as
Okay.
we, yeah. So I'm just like, yeah, seeing if I can, just like with body language, like with where I walk and the way I heard them, if that makes sense, get a couple in front of me without explicitly saying you two are going to be in front of me. And I assume that the younger ones are probably cowering behind, like I did behind Rockbreaker.
Okay. They take up their positions with you and head into the forest.
Yeah. So
You guys eventually make it back to the cave. Let's see, uneventfully,
one of those
and
ice crystals.
no more ice crystals. But you do make it back to the entrance of the
Right.
cave.
I say, all right, she's wounded. She may be feisty, but one good hit ought to finish the job. So be brave, boys. One of us is going home with the glory. One hit
The
kill.
14-year-old says, If someone dies, can I have their gold?" And the 15-year-old, who appears to be his brother, like smacks him upside the head and says, "Shut up."
Everyone's getting out of here with their gold. And I nod. All right. Now light those torches.
They all
And,
light the torches.
all right. And I guess two go in front, and then I go, and then two behind, hopefully.
Okay. Yep.
Unless one
Who
of
do you
them
put in the
objects.
front based on ages?
I am not organizing this that directly. As in,
Okay.
I was hoping to just, just with the way I'm walking, hope that someone is excited enough that they're like
Yeah.
leading the
The
charge,
two
as long as
oldest
I'm like,
kids
yeah,
take the front. They seem the most brave and willing.
yeah,
Um,
5 feet behind
and
them,
you
lighting their way.
all proceed into the cave. You make it well past where the fork is, or you make it to the fork, I should say,
All right, I say we
without
took it.
incident, although
I
it's
point
slow
to the,
going as
I point
everyone's
to all the
nervous.
blood in the doorway there. And I say,
Yeah, well, I mean, you pass the two dead bodies, you pass blood, you
there's
pass
no dead
blood, and
bodies.
all.
Oh, there's dead bodies. Oh yeah, so they see the
Yeah.
dead bodies of the Yetis. They probably get psyched at that point. I'm like, yeah, I killed that.
Hmm.
Hit it with my battle axe, I swear.
And they come to like the bloody mess that is where like the
Yeah.
mama dragged itself out of the stairs, and where the Rockbreaker took all of his
Yeah.
hits.
I'll tell them Rockbreaker's wounded down there. We'll have to fish him out once we finish off the beast. And then I say, look at all this. I say that we took a tumble down there, and I don't know. I'm probably like whispering what's going on as we're going up the hill
Okay.
towards
You
the main
proceed
chamber.
forward. Torches lit. You come to the end of the cavern, and you see the mother hunched over, snacking on a human corpse. Her eyes, she stops action mid-bite, like staring at the five of you as you approach. Behind her is this like big, heavy, like diagonal section of snow. It looks like maybe there's an opening and just like snow has piled in this way. And you can see sticking out of the snowfall is like a frozen solid rigid corpse of a person, in addition to the corpse that she has in her hand. It looks like the two missing boys.
All right. I shout, "Charge for your friends!" I don't know their names.
Give me, well, I'll roll initiative for the kids and for
Yeah, and I'll
Mama
roll
bear.
one for myself. D10 plus 4. Ouch, 12. Get him, boys.
Okay. The 17-year-old goes first with a 9 initiative, and he rushes in towards the bear. Give me a D20, no modifiers for his attack.
It's better than I could do. 17. Does the kid get the
Nice.
glory? What weapon is this?
I think so. It's a spear.
Yeah. D8 versus
Is spear
large, right?
D66 or is it
I
D68?
think it's D68, but let's have a look see. Weapons primer.
It is D68. Yeah. Give me a D8 roll for his
4
damage.
points of damage.
He comes up to the mama bear, the creature who's like dropping the body and going, "Argh!" and skewers her with it. It sticks into her chest and, and just slumps into the ground, into the snow. And at that point, the other boys spring forward and all start like stabbing
Finish
at the dead
her.
creature.
Kill stealers.
And they all just like stab her to death or hack her with the hatchet over and over again until it's
I just
very
sort of
clear that
stand
she's
back,
dead.
hands on hips, and watch this unfold.
Yeah. After a few minutes of it,
Yeah,
they stop and come back panting, excited. They're, did you see that? I got it. I got the first kill. Blah blah blah. I hit her in the face. Blah blah blah. Like they squabble, but it's like camaraderie, happy squabbling. Bragging squabbles.
Yeah, I let them have their fun. And then I go about the morbid work of organizing them to carry the bodies. I get a couple of them to help me with Rockbreaker.
What do you do about the boys' bodies?
We'll bring them all back.
Okay.
So there's 5
As
of us. So we're digging through the snow.
As you dig through the snow to
Rockbreaker
pull out the
first.
boys' bodies, you come across another body dressed in very fine clothing. And with it is another body that appears to be some sort of bodyguard. It looks like maybe a minor noble and one of his bodyguards are here.
I assume the boys are distracted with their friends, like the people from the town that they knew. So I'm the one.
One of them finds this person as they're like taking the bodies out, and you come over and help dig it out. And everyone gathers around to see who these two people are that get dragged out.
I'll stick my lantern in the snow and kneel down to inspect. I'm gonna look and see if I can find any insignia.
The bodyguard is wearing chainmail, which has been ripped to shreds, but one of the boys still calls dibs, and has a long sword and a couple of hatchets at his side, as well as some traveling rations, which are frozen solid by now, water skin, a pouch with money
I'm gonna try
that one of the boys tries to snatch unless you grab it first.
I'll let the kid snatch it, but I'm gonna grab the one on the nobleman.
Okay. The nobleman is dragged out next.
First. Yeah.
And surprise, surprise, it is not a nobleman. It is some sort of traveling spellcaster. He is dressed very well. He's got nice, fine robes on that are made out of black velvet with silver doodles through them. And in his knapsack, he has a spell book, as well as a bunch of spell casting components around his waist and a significant bag of money.
I'm gonna take his book, his components, and his money. Sure. Wow, these must have been the adventurers that were hired to go off, but that went missing. So, spellbook, you say?
I do say.
I'm gonna take all of his components and just go through them later.
Okay.
And Pochi, you need to share your lovely commentary.
No, it's beautiful.
Okay.
They don't know.
They don't know. Spellbook, spell components, and how much is in the coin purse?
You dig through the coin purse on the spot. You come across.
I won't take the time to count it out.
You come across 41 silver, 38 copper. And 12 gold.
Dang. The boys probably. What did the boys do with the bodyguard's purse? Like, did they open it up and find a ton of gold and start going crazy?
They opened it up and there was money and they argued, and eventually the 17-year-old who got the kill, won the argument and says he gets to keep it because he got the kill.
Whatever.
Okay.
No indication of how much was in there, based on the boys' reaction, or
It seems to be on the order of hundreds of silver.
okay, whatever. I let him keep it. He did get the kill. Keel stealing bastard.
Yeah.
That's what I hired him for. And then once we're done in here, we gather. There's just the two missing boys.
The two missing boys, the wizard and the, I guess is not a bodyguard, the wizard's companion.
Yeah.
4 corpses.
Probably adventurers. Unless any of the wizard's other stuff looked worth looting, I'll probably just leave the bodies here to freeze.
Okay.
Freeze even more. The robes didn't look particularly spectacular.
I mean, they're nice. They're black velvet with silver inlines. It's or silver designs. It's pretty cool.
But they're like frozen on him, and
yeah, they'd be a bitch to
I'd
get
be
off.
wearing black robes, and everyone would be like, "What is this guy's deal?
Yeah.
Is he a necromancer?
Yeah.
Don't need that kind of attention." So we head down the corkscrew to fish out Rockbreaker's body.
Okay. No dex checks because you have all the time in the world. Eventually, you manage to take Rockbreaker's body out and drag it up between the 4 of you or 5 of you.
So yeah, between the 5 of us, we somehow get the 3 corpses back to town, taking shifts. Let me think.
I mean, these guys are farmhands. One of them has the bright idea of chopping off some branches and making like a
That's what I was
sled
going to suggest.
or something.
I was actually thinking the same thing, but I was debating whether it was even worth the time. With like 5 people, it's probably pretty easy. But they're like they're unconscious. They're probably difficult to move.
Yeah, and with the snow, it's a pain in the ass. But
So
you get a nice branch with some things on it. You put a body on it. You can just haul the branch, and it's much easier to pull it.
What is that called? A gurney, a stretcher.
Yeah, a makeshift gurney sled.
Hey, I'm a proficient engineer. I will roll that check if you want me to.
Do it. Give it to me.
Let's engineer us some gurneys. $26.
Yeah, you managed to make a couple of them, and they
way
work
better
well.
than G-Tech's peg leg.
And let's see if there's any encounters on the way back.
Yeah, I'll tell the boys about the ice crystals and to keep on high alert. And if they see an ice crystal, to jump in front of the way so that it doesn't hit me. And then I laugh, and they're not quite sure if I'm kidding.
If you guys don't see anything, and if anything sees you, it does not engage. And you make it back to town just before nightfall. Trudging the bodies with you.
To a hero's welcome, I would assume.
To a hero's welcome, as well as tears of the parents, the dead boys. Especially because one of the boys is like 3/4 eaten. You really only retrieve like a head, part of the rib cage, and one leg of that guy.
Yeah.
The mother, bursts into tears. The father has like that stern, like, I'm holding back my tears, but it's not working, and excuses himself to go start digging a grave or something, and disappears and takes his wife with him.
My condolences. You may keep the horse. I'm actually not that interested in the farmer's like 20 silver a head or whatever it was supposed to be. That would be like an extra 6 gold or something neat. Mm-hmm. So if they give it to me, I'll take it, but I'm not even gonna ask for it. I am going to head to that healer though, with Rockbreaker.
Okay. You make it back to the healer, the doctor.
The doctor.
And you bring Rockbreaker in there, and he's like, "Oh my god!"
Here's that dwarf I paid you for.
Well,
I told you I'd be back.
all right. He needs to roll some healing checks. Whatever. It's all good. I think Rockbreaker took.
He was at negative. So he was at 1. No, 2.
He was at 2 when he
And
got
then he
hit.
took 1d8. So he was at most at -6.
Oh,
I don't.
I know what his current
Okay.
HP is. I'm trying to figure out how many wounds he took over the course of battle.
How many
1, 2.
And he
Sounds
started
like he took
battle at
5.
half H. Oh, but they already dealt with that, huh?
Okay.
I think he only
So
took 3 from that last battle, right?
yeah, that's all been within 24 hours. I think he took 5 different hits over the course of 2 from
Oh
the
yeah,
mama
because there
and
was a
3
fight
from
with
the
the 2.
others.
Yeah.
Yeah.
God, he's a lot of HP.
So Rockbreaker is patched up for 9
So that
hit
should
points.
revive him
Yeah.
probably in the morning.
But he won't it'll take a day of rest for that stuff to kick in.
Yeah.
So he should come back to consciousness in a day or so.
So does this guy see to him here, or do I need to get an in room?
He says he'll take him care for him here, but it's going to cost extra because the wounds are so grievous and will require a lot of attention.
How spacious is this place?
Not that spacious. It looks like he's just going to be sitting on the dining room table.
Okay. So I'll give him another gold.
Yeah.
Does that seem to placate him?
No, because there was 20 silver to your.
Okay, is that what it was?
He's like,
So I'll give him
it's
2
gonna.
more gold. Oh,
Yeah, okay. He
you want
takes
more?
it and kind of grumbles about it.
Give me the bill when you're done. Goodness
Okay.
gracious! Is there anything you can do for this old thing?
He looks at
The
your
old-
like
the
minor
old-
scratch and is like, "You'll be fine.
Grumble, grumble.
It's not worth
I'm
my healing."
Wait, I think I took I did take another wound, but it was only 1
You
damage.
took 1 point of damage. Yeah, he's like, other people need the poultices more than you do, buddy. You'll be okay. Just
I give him the sour
plenty of
look
bed
and
rest.
Head back to the tavern.
Don't you know the ills of over medicating creates a society that doesn't use any caution for themselves? They just think everything can be fixed. It's a terrible thing.
Yeah. All right. I'm gonna go
Next
get an
thing you know,
in-room.
people are going to be going to the doctor for every little scrape and bruise, and pretty soon these poultices won't be working on the infections no more. Gives you a whole talk about the dangers of over medication.
Antibiotic resistant Yeti scratches.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Let's go ahead. How much does an in-room cost?
Can you repeat that? You just totally cut out for me.
How much does an in-room for the night cost?
Well, you are hailed as the hero of the town, and the innkeeper offers lodgings for free.
The kid
And
didn't get
people
all the
gather
glory?
in the tavern to hear your stories.
I regale them with tales of Rockbreaker's bravery. Try and play him as the real hero, as best I
The
can.
boys come in as well, and they're hailed as heroes, and everyone tells the story. Oh, I came up and I just took my spear and shoved it straight through the creature's underneath its throat and into its head, and really, like, he got it in the chest. But
I was like, really? How many critical hits did you get today?
And there is a bit of festivals and feasting, and a couple of people asked for the locations of the bodies of the Yeti corpses so they can go back and have some Yeti flesh. Although they decide to wait until morning to go get them.
Yeah, I'll describe where the corpses are. But damn, I want some Yeti filet mignon right now.
Yeah. The night is filled with merrymaking, and these people seem like a weight is lifted from their shoulders. Everyone in town is extraordinarily happy and pleased with the situation.
See, and not only did I come through town and save them, I let them save themselves. Fenric is truly the greatest hero the D&D universe has ever been graced with. What a benevolent guy. Spellbook. All right. Seems like a good place to wrap up the session.
Yeah.
I don't know if we want to investigate the spellbook now or next time. I don't know if you had planned what was in it. We actually don't even have a read magic, so. Well, that's like a catch-22, isn't it? Not having read magic.
Yeah, you will.
Wait. I'll figure it out at some point.
You will probably need someone to teach you read magic so that you can read the spell book.
Yeah.
This is kind of how it's going to go down.
Cool. So let's experience.
Yeah, I'm
Split,
calculating
like 7
the
ways.
experience.
I guess the 2 Yetis are. We did 3 Yetis. Are going to be split,
Right.
me and Rockbreaker. And then the
So
Mama
that is
will be probably split by 7 or however. Maybe split 3 between me, Rockbreaker.
621 for the 3 Yetis. He is a 0th level fighter. He cannot gain levels.
35, 48. And so that was for the 3 Yetis.
Yeah.
I also killed an ice crystal single-handedly.
You did. So let's also add 600 for that.
And then there was various questing.
Let's give you 150 for that. And let's see, completing the quest of retrieving the boys.
1.5 boys. So it's like 3/4 of the quest completed.
Give you that. Give you 25 experience for standing up to Rockbreaker about the money.
Should I keep track of this, or
I'm keeping track of it all.
I only did the Yetis.
And what else did you do?
I returned.
I will give you
that manuscript to the nobleman and convinced.
Oh
him
yeah. Okay,
on
we'll
this
give you a little bit
expedition.
for that. When you translate the spell book, I'll give you experience for going out of your way to translate the spell book, but not for just acquiring it. And you saved Rockbreaker.
We saved each other.
When you didn't have to.
Oh.
I'll give you a little bit for saving Rockbreaker, just a smidge. So all in all, including Yetis that I already calculated earlier, you don't get 10%, do you? Do you have 16
I do.
intel?
Shit. Have we ever done that? Maybe. I think we did. I think we did 10% the first session, but maybe I forgot it last time. Yes, I do have 16 intel.
Okay. Please add 2,471 experience.
2471 will level me up.
It does?
Yeah. 2471.
Yeah. You hit level 3.
Added to 2927. It's 2471. Is 5398, which is level 3. That was including the 10% bonus, I assume?
Yes, that was including 10%. So give me a D4 for your HP.
Is next level 10,000?
I'm looking that up for you right now. $10,000 indeed.
RD4. God, again?
So you are now at 1 out of 5.
Yeah.
And you gain a 2nd level spell plus a 2nd level wild magic spell.
Oh, I actually gained the new spells.
Yes.
Maybe let's
I
deal
mean,
with
two
the
second level spell slots, one of which has to be wild magic spell. And let me give you. I will actually just give you your wild magic spells because those are things you kind of learn on your own as you level.
Okay.
Oops. You are level 2 spells though. I should probably log into this so that I can actually assign them to Fenric. Alright, where are the wild magic spells? Chaos Shield. Horn's Guess. Nahal's nonsensical nullifier. And that is it.
So do I automatically learn those wild magic spells?
Yeah, you're gonna take a couple of days to rest in this town. I take it while Rockbreaker comes
Yeah.
back to some semblance of life.
Hey, I'm
And
down
so
for
in
it.
those days, you review your materials and you know
In
you've
addition, I do.
gained some insight into the world, and you're like, you know what? After studying your battles and studying the way that that thing exploded in front of your face and pontificating on the way that you use your magic, you come up with 3 new magical effects that you can create.
Nice, and we'll explore those
Yeah.
in the next
But
sessions.
we're gonna say it's gonna take you a a week of resting and study to do this.
Okay.
Let's just your lodging is free for the week because you save for the town, or so they think.
Hey, I saved the town. I do get a new non-weapon proficiency, and I don't know what I'm going to spend it on. I was not expecting that to come so quickly. So we'll see. I'll leave it as an empty slot for now.
Okay, I have assigned you your spells in Regal Goblins. So you can take a look at those 3 spells if you so desire.
I will indeed. Are any of them any good? Why would you play Chaos Shield? Protect yourself against wild surges? That's the dumbest spell ever.
The spell imbues the wild mage with a special protection against the effects of wild surges. It protects only against wild surges caused by the caster's own spell. Is not from wild spell affects the caster protected by chaos shield. He's allowed a saving throw versus magic. If the saving throw is successful, the effect of the surge on the caster is negated.
Harung's guess is way wrong. That's like the text body for a shield or something.
Seriously?
Yeah. Read it. The spell partially surrounds the recipient in a shimmering hemispherical field of force.
That is not right.
Serves as a shield against all individually targeted missile attacks.
I don't know how that got so wrong.
That's what happens when you outsource your work to
2 people in Pakistan.
Virtual personal assistants.
Yeah.
Anyways,
Well,
we'll discuss this beginning of next episode too, I would imagine. It looks like I don't have any good 2nd level spells until I can learn some. But I can use those to cast 1st level spells. Use those slots. All right. So,
okay.
Shall we bring this one in for a landing?
Yeah, let's do that. Thank you for watching, guys. Next time you see me, it will be for Age of Strife on Saturday afternoon at noon Pacific. I guess Saturday at noon Pacific time, which will be Sunday morning at 3 a.m. for me. So woohoo! And then you'll see Ryan and I again for Honor Bound on Sunday at noon. No, we're doing our early start time,
10
right?
10 a.m. Pacific, I think will be
Sunday at 10 a.m., which will be 1 a.m. for me.
Really?
But for both of those situations, I will be at my new house, which means I will actually be able to run the streams and everything will be hunky-dory.
And that also, you'll probably be back to your regular streaming, right?
And I will be able to stream regularly. In fact, if I can properly move all my shit today, I'm going to try and stream tonight. But we're going to see how that goes down.
Cool.
What day is it? It's Thursday for you guys, right?
Yeah. So
yeah.
you're going to get back
so then
to
I will probably stream tomorrow
or
too.
Something?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You're going to get back to the weekly reroll on Monday? And all that usual jazz?
All that usual jazz. We'll try and get back to everything that we do. Ryan, I know you have some new news for us regarding your Twitter account.
One of these days. One of these days. No, thanks for watching. Jesus, what an episode. Yeah.
What an episode. All right, guys. Take care, and we'll see you. We'll see you next week at the same time in the same place, but maybe not the same time. We'll figure that out later.
And probably not the same place. Definitely not.
Yeah, I'll actually be in a different room.
So nothing Neil ever says is true. Just
I
disregard
yeah,
this entire broadcast.
please do. Take care, everybody.
Bye.
And thank you again, Pochi, for running the stream. You
Woo!
are absolutely
Pochi
invaluable.
TV. Pochi TV.
Take us away, Pochi. Take us away.